once you start, it starts right after the contract, and it kind of takes so long.
Okay.
And that process usually, on average, is about maybe 30 or 40 days.
Oh, I did have one question.
Yeah.
I want to know why you don't know what, like, any liens or anything on a property until the end. Like, why is that not brought up, like, during the process? Why is at the end, like, at closing, this happens?
Well, she says, why are liens brought up at the end of the process?
Very good
They-
question, yeah.
It depends. I don't know in what case you heard or you've been through. Typically, like in our case, for example, if we get a file, the way we work is if there's financing. The lender sends us a title request. That may happen maybe, again, this is why it all depends. Maybe the same day, maybe in a week, maybe in a week and a half, right? But the clock keeps ticking on a contract. So let's say the contract stipulated 30 days from when you sign the date. So if I get the title request a week in, then that takes time away from me to process the file. The lien search is done by a third party, a company that researches, like different, points of information, sources of information, and then they give us a report. So then, in some cases, I may run till the end, maybe some sooner, or maybe somebody just forgot. I don't know what the case may be, but you should typically find out not at the end of the process, okay? And typically the liens, any situation with liens is handled with the seller or the seller's representative, attorney. Obviously, we let all the parties know because that may bring something else as far as negotiating something. But typically, the seller has to take care of that. So they have to provide a clean title, and that's part of their